Right, hi everybody. I'm Dan from Gas Checker, and this is our first video for our live video tutorials. We're going to go through a few things that we get asked a lot. So basically, our most asked questions. So the first one is going to be our certificate prefix and invoice prefixes. People always ask us, how do you create an automatic roll-in invoice number or a certificate number? So that's dead easy. So what we're going to do is we're going to flick across into the app now. I'm going to show you the screen in there. This is our brand new iOS update, by the way, and we're going to go into the settings, and we're just going to log in. You'll see that in your settings menu, you have obviously various fields. All these fields that you input before you obviously do a gas report, they get saved to the device, so it's a lot easier. Here you'll see the certificate prefix. So this can be any number or letters. So if you were to put ABC, for example, and to press save, when you come to do a certificate, it will automatically add those prefix numbers into the gas report beforehand. Then when you create a second certificate, it'll automatically create ABC1, then ABC2, ABC3. So this is good for when you want automated numbering, and so you don't have to remember the old certificate number. Okay, one of the other ones that we get quite a lot is how do you delete gas reports, or how do you delete an invoice? So on iOS, it's quite easy. You go into your folder, you can and you can see your list of gas reports. So all you do is swipe left, and then you can see the option to delete it. So you hit delete, and that's deleted. There's a lot of people who don't know how to do that. With Android, it's a bit different. You can just hit the delete button, and it's easy. But with iOS, it's kind of hidden. Right, so now we'll want to talk about backup options. We get a lot of people who don't use iCloud, who don't constantly back up their phones. And when this happens, it causes problems of loss of data. So we recommend to always have iCloud turned on. Always back up your phone as much as you can to iTunes. The good thing about iCloud is that obviously every night it automatically backs up your data. It takes a snapshot of your device and stores that on the cloud. Gas Checker has recently built its own iCloud version into its apps, and it's triggered by AutoSync. So if you go into your settings of the app and choose an AutoSync time, you can basically choose a time every day that it auto-syncs. We recommend late at night, about 10 o'clock, when you're at home, when you're on the Wi-Fi. It just makes it a lot easier. It automatically uses the Wi-Fi data instead of normal data, to save you some money. You'll get a reminder to sync. If your app's open, it'll automatically sync. Whereas if your app's in the background or you haven't used it for a couple of days, it'll trigger an alert to then to sync. If you hit the reminder, it'll automatically start syncing. At that point, all your files get sent to the database or your online system, and the backup of the Gas Checker app is also stored on the server. We'll take 3 days worth of backup. So we'll basically take the last three. What am I trying to say? The last 3 days worth of backups, and we'll store them on the server. So basically, you've always got 3 days worth of backups on our service, just in case you lose your device, and then you can restore that at any point. That's kind of the best thing to do with backups. Android's a bit different. Android hasn't really got an iCloud set up, so we recommend using the backup option built into Gas Checker and just back up as much as you can, because sometimes Android devices are very difficult to restore, especially with cracked screens. Sometimes it's not worth repairing a cracked screen. and so it's difficult to get that data back without having the screen repaired, and then you've got the cost of that. Okay, so that's that. So that's gas certificate prefixes and invoice prefix, swipe to delete, backup options. The next one is reminders. So the gas checker has a built-in reminder system. It's very simple. We've taken it away from the gas engineer to actually have to physically get his diary out, look what he did last year. We'll do an automated backup system where every 11 months after you've created a file, Gas Checker will automatically send you an email to let you know that the report is up for renewal. Once it's done that and sent you an email, it will automatically go onto your cloud, or the Gas Checker cloud. You'll see an overdue table. We'll do this for gas reports and invoices. You can always check what's been sent to you and who owes you money, which gas reports are up for renewal, and so they're triggered on the 11-month anniversary of the certificate date. What you need to do is keep syncing. So it's a web service that creates this annual reminder. It's an automated reminder that automatically happens. You just need to make sure that you're syncing regularly and the data is on the website. If the data is on the website, you will definitely get a reminder. It's all automated and it's just dead easy. From those reminders, obviously, you can send emails, text messages and automated letters to your customers. We're going to go into that next week on next week's video, because obviously we want to talk to the best way of getting them set up. Once they're set up, they kind of work on their own, and it's a really great feature, and a lot of our gas engineers use that feature. The last thing I want to talk about is the difference between the plans that we've got. So recently, probably about a year ago, maybe 9 months ago, we created 3 different plans. We've got a light version. Our light version is a stripped back version of Gas Checker where you just have the app on its own. There's no back-end intelligence, there's no annual reminders, there's no contacts, in-app contacts, there's no customer database, there's no backup of your data. So basically, you're kind of on your own there. You've got your app, and that's about it. The Pro version is what everyone had last year. That was our main package that we used to have. That's the app as well as all the back-end features on the website, all your data and all the things like that. We're going to go into the Gas Checker Cloud next week and explain some of the features on there. Our Pro Plus, the only reason why you would need a Pro Plus is that's if you've got sub-users or multiple staff within your organisation. You can create a Pro Plus account, and that allows you to have multiple sub-users, and you can just add those sub-users one by one. The good thing about the sub-users is that the data that you're collecting as a company is secure. When you create a sub-profile for a staff member, they can't then go into the master account. They can't see the master account holder's details and all their invoices and quotes and all the valuable information that you're collecting. We don't want to see someone walk away with that. So we've created separate logins for sub-users. That's about it for this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. We're going to do a different video every week, Thursday, 7 PM. We'd like you all to join in, ask any questions you've got. We're going to try and do some live interaction and answer live questions in next week's video. You can email us support@gaschecker.co.uk for any technical questions. We'll try and get back to you between 8 in the morning and 10 PM. You can tweet us at Gas Checker, and you can view our Facebook page, Facebook.com/Gas Checker. All right, guys, thanks a lot for joining in. We'll see you soon.